What's going on, guys? It's me again here. Rex is here. Today's video, I'm gonna talk about marriage. Yep, marriage. So, my older brother got married. So, I gotta say that. And, however, by the way, I'm not gonna say anything about how I wanna keep this as, off YouTube, the whole nine. So, the whole stick, and I'll probably keep it off of social media too. So, yeah, I'm planning to do that as well. So, yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yeah. So, I want to talk about also how to know if you're ready for marriage. And I want to talk to you guys about that. And I want to share some about it for you guys. If you guys planning to propose to your girlfriend, boyfriends, or your dog maybe. Yeah, yeah, I'm weird. Alright, let's get into the list also. You had to be financially well. Yeah, I mean, financially well, you had to be really well, my way, with the money also, or with the green, kind of like that, right? And I want to say this right now that, with this is how most marriages, my way, fail to realize that, if you don't have money at all, by the way, you surely will, quote unquote, will fail at it. And I sometimes I think to myself, I was like, maybe there is maybe some form of a thing of it, but some of the thing also that is is your quote unquote money also it could be your partner's money as well. It kind of depends what kind of relationship you have with your partner. It kind of depends on that. So yeah. And also, you can be really well also if you and your partner also, or your girlfriend or boyfriend, by the way, are really well with money also, you guys are good. Another thing I want to touch on is you have a place of your own. Yes, so technically, this one thing I had to say this as well, that if you plan to get married also, you still living with your parents still, it's don't. Don't even think about it. If you're still living with mom and dad, and you seeing this girl also, that you will, see her for, let's say, a couple years, and let's just say you're planning to marry her, you brought this whole ass ring, my way, planning to propose to her, and let's just say this, you already proposed to her, and she said this, no, I am not. And she say, oh, I'm just not ready. And it comes to her truly, if you would say this, you still live with your parents still. And that's why I said no in the first place, because you still live with your parents. I'm not trying to say it's a bad thing, my way. It's more like you had to do it before you get married. Also, you must have a place of your own. Also, pay rent, the whole nine, or pay bills or the mortgage. It kind of depends who you are as a person, and the whole stick. And also, not just that. Also, let's say you do have a place of your own. Also, let's say that, and you have an apartment or a house maybe. Let's just say a apartment, by the way. Let's say you have a 2-bedroom apartment that you have another spare room also for the guests to come in, for your family members to come in, and or spend a night, the whole stick, the whole nine. So, yeah. And then you plan to get married also at one point also with your partner who's living with you at your apartment or at your house. And you feel like, yeah, I am my own person now, which is really cool. So yeah. And also, this one thing I had to get a touch on is that when you have pets, I'm not trying to say also that you must have pets also before you married is particularly it can go into together also. And it kind of depends who you are. And like you want to have like a dog, or a cat before you get married. The whole nine. Like I'm okay with it. Or it's okay. The whole nine. Do have a pet before you're married. So it's okay. Also, you don't have pets. Also, you're not planning to get married, or you planning to get married. You still do have pets. Dogs, cats, the whole nine. So yeah. So that's one they're gonna say that as well. Yeah. So I guess. And another point I want to get across also that like you met your goals. That's a big one. All right. So the reason why I say that, probably if you met your goals, also I mean you met your goals. Like for example, let's say your career goals, your work goals, or your life goals you want to achieve before you get married. Dream goals before you get married. There's goals also you set yourself also before you get married. You wanna meet those goals at one point, and you wanna meet them my way onto that point. So you must have to meet your goals also, and like, until that time comes, until you're ready to quote unquote propose to your girlfriends, boyfriends, the whole nine. So yeah. So you must have to meet your own goals for that reason. Don't ever actually don't ever have your goals like stringing along also just like collecting dust the whole nine, or just collecting mineral dust, or just kind of like that. I'm sorry guys. So I'm just saying this also, if you haven't made your goals at all, and if you still plan to get married, you have to make your goals before you get married. And yeah, there's some marriage goals also, there's some wedding goals, the whole nine, and after the whole stick, and it kind of depends on the person, or as well. It kind of depends you, the whole stick. So yeah. And the last point I wanted to talk about is this. Provide with your partner financially and emotionally support 50-50. Which is true. You had to meet your partner at some middle ground. If you're planning also, let's say if your partner wants to find something for the house, let's say they found she or he found like a really cool, let's say a really cool oven they see also, they want to get it, and they want to tell you about it, like we should get this, and you're like, all right, I got you, and you guys went to that place and pick up the thing, and you cop it, you know. You had to do 50-50, split the bill, the whole nine. Same goes for not just financially, but also mentally, emotionally, the whole nine. So if your partner or your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and let's say they going through this quote unquote drama they're having with probably their parents, their brothers, or someone from their workplace, could be possible, or at their jobs, could be. So yeah, and let's just say you guys talking this out, like you say, hey, what's happening? Or you say this, hey, hon, or something like that. You're like, you okay? And you guys talk let's say an hour or a couple hours, and the whole night you guys will figure out everything together, and how to not to survive in this quote unquote world, is to just be with each other, the whole nine. And you also, it is okay also to support them with emotionally and financially, the whole nine 50-50. And that has how the most relationship works as well. Like, that's how like friendship works and relationship works. You had to do 50-50. You had to do not just a bare minimum. You had to do some form of a minimum as well to show some effort that you're working towards that goal in mind. Like, for example, let's say you have a goal in mind, you want to marry your girlfriend or your boyfriend within, like, let's say before 2029 or 2027. My way, you want to go for that also. And let's just say it's like it didn't happen, but you guys waited out for another year. So, yeah. So, I think I might be done here. So, yeah, I think I might be done here. So, I don't really have anything to talk about. I had no you get married, and like I think it's just because it's the idea of it, of getting married, and like it's still a scary thought still, but also it's a beautiful thing too. Getting married is one of the beautiful things that you can ever do in this world. Like, you can have your own kids, all the whole stick. You have your own house, pets, the whole nine, the whole stick. There's a lot going on in the married life. And I never had a solid relationship the past few years with women, with girls, the whole nine. Like, I never had a solid relationship. I never got that. And I never was like also to have a long-term girlfriend. I never knew what it like. I never knew how to be in that situation. I never knew about that. And there's some parts of my life I want to get a girlfriend myself, but some other thing I don't need a girlfriend not now. I need to work on myself. And that's how I'm planning to do it. But some other thing also, you guys just like me also, not trying to find anyone, but try to work on yourself. Like, try to be better, like going out for walks every single day, go out also, no music, the whole night, just hear the boys sing, you hear the cars, swooshing on the roads, the whole nine, the whole stick. Then after that also, you feel like you the man. So yeah. So yeah. That's pretty much it. So yeah. Yeah. Alright guys. So I am gonna be out of here right now. So don't forget to hit the like, comment, and subscribe if you're new to the channel itself. If you if you like this type of content, like I said, make sure you hit the like, comment, and subscribe. It's been me. Rex is out. Peace out.